Hello, my name is Hisham Talib. I am the business manager for Pasar Tap.
In a nutshell, what does your business do? Just in a nutshell.
Okay. Basically, we are an online on-demand grocery store that delivers directly to your door, end to end.
How did the idea for this business come to you, and why did you decide to start this business?
Well, I am first and foremost a restaurateur. I've been in F&B for the past 12 years. I get my fresh produce from the pasar, from the market, but I couldn't do it for the house. That was the dream that we can source everything for the household directly from the pasar.
What makes your company a good investment?
Right. We have indirect competitors. Same delivery services, but they source their products from supermarkets and hypermarkets. None from the traditional market, which is a pasar. The differences between pasar and supermarkets are, the products are superior in quality, in terms of freshness, in terms of freshness cycle. You come directly from the farm at night, and by 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, you can have it in your kitchen already. The price competitiveness, wholesale pricing, and even go directly from the farm, you get that saving. And we want to give that to the customer. We have our own buyers in the market to curate your purchases so that you get the best product at the best price.
So it's a good service that no one else really provides at this point. So there's a sort of like an untapped opportunity.
That's right. And you can imagine that markets, traditional markets that our mothers and our grandmothers used to go to. I mean, these are the nucleus of a community, and it's not only in Malaysia. This is the same if you go regionally. I have a restaurant in Myanmar. I've traveled extensively in Southeast Asia. The issues are the same. The product choices are absolutely the same, and this is the solution for that.
What makes you qualified to lead the company, or what makes the team qualified?
E-commerce is fairly new. We need the marketing is a bit different. When you want to market the business, you want to market you want to tap into the customer base. It's different. So we need people from various backgrounds. Some are from IT, understand the algorithm. Where for a person like me, F&B, I don't know nothing about IT. But it's the synergy between this group of people that makes it work. We have an eclectic group of people in the team. It started off with a group of friends. One a banker, one an IT consultant, and also one is from F&B. But we've expanded the team to include a lawyer, a marketeer, basically to grow the business from just an idea into a real business that can grow.
So give us some context about the trends in this industry, in this space, the e-commerce, online groceries.
The traditional retail, as opposed to the online retail, which we call e-commerce, in countries that has developed like Taiwan, Korea, Japan, it goes up to 14% of the total retail. But in Southeast Asia, Malaysia, Singapore, Indonesia, we're talking about 1 to 2%.
Wow!
So the uptake is there. The market is there. In 2020, we're looking at 400 million middle class in Southeast Asia. That's a huge number, and the need for quick delivery, on demand, with superior quality it will always be there. It's just a matter of tapping into that market, branding it so that it can scale up quickly, and then just execute it. Trends that we can see that the past 20-30 years, you don't necessarily go to the traditional market to buy your produce, your groceries. You start going to the normal. First, it was mom and pop shop, the neighborhood shops, the small shop. After that, once the big boys come in with the supermarkets, hypermarkets, that's where we procure all our groceries. But you can see the options that they provide are not necessarily localized. Most of the brands come in, they are from Europe or from US. So they do not actually cater for the local taste. Hence, the only thing that differentiates between them and the normal traditional market is convenience.
Yes.
They provide the convenience.
Yeah.
So the Pasar Tap, that's what we try to do.
Right.
We provide you with an option with the traditional market and take out the inconvenience for you and deliver directly to you.
What makes you competitive now, and how are you positioned to stay competitive in the future?
Moving forward, it's a matter of cost when you scale up.
Yeah.
You don't want to spend too much money, but you have to have a big impact in the market. So what we do is we do hybrid. We use the existing infrastructure, which we see a lot of small little players in logistics space. We use them as crowdsourcing platform for us. We use that, as well as we have a small team that caters, balance up the whole logistics for us.
So what do you see as the main obstacles to startups getting funding in Malaysia, and what have your own experiences been of this?
I mean, we know there is a problem. We know there is a gap in the market. We know we want to fill that gap. We know the traditional business, how it works, but this space, this online business, is a new animal altogether. So we're talking about policy makers, the government, the structure that we have in the country will take time to understand this new businesses. They're a bit cautious because we don't have the real numbers to back up in the potential that we think that is available. It takes a longer time.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of validating the idea that this is something that the community, the people want, the market wants. So yeah, I mean, it takes time.
So what's your perspective on equity crowdfunding, and what do you think of its potential to close this financing gap, especially in Malaysia?
It's a very interesting space. I mean, I think it's a new industry. I think it makes investment a bit easier for people because it's in smaller scale. The businesses, if you are a certain size, it's a little bit difficult for you to go to the bank and get funding. You have to have at least a track record. You have to have some value to be a collateral for your whatever loan you get, funding or you get. But now, with this kind of platform, you are able to reach out to a bigger pool of investors. The small investors, even your mom and pop can become an investor in your own business. So it's interesting. I think it's the way forward, especially to build the small and medium enterprises.
So other than financial returns, what makes your company a good investment? How does it benefit the community? Like, why is it a good investment in Malaysia Incorporated?
Sure. I think people are more discerning. People read more. They understand the issues. You talk about food security. They understand that they have a different angle when you look at things, politically, economically, things like that. The statistics in Malaysia, I think it was 2015. Of all the agriculture, we have 70% of that are commercial crops. We're talking about the rubbers, the palm oils and stuff like that, which is a commodity. We export out. Because we use a lot of our land for that. We have less land for the local usage. About the vegetables and the cows. So there is no market for it. There's no demand for it. What we want to do is to create that demand. You talk about buying from your neighborhood pasar, your neighborhood market. We want you to buy vegetables that comes from a farm or a wholesaler that is like 2 kilometers away from your house. When we scale up, when we go to other cities, that's the whole idea. When we go to Vietnam, you want to buy vegetables from Vietnam. You don't want to buy vegetables from Malaysia. Carbon footprint, all the cost that is embedded into all that, the processes, the supply chain. Also, quite importantly, is the freshness cycle. There's something wrong with your food if it can last for a month, when traditionally it should be only last for a week.
Yeah.
They must put something in it to make it last that long. Fresh produce should last. It should have a short freshness cycle. So that's the whole idea. You source all your products from your local pasar, from your local market. You source your products from the local pasar, your local market. So your carbon footprint is low. In that sense, the cost structure also, and you also help elevate the local agripreneurs. You create that demand.
If you had one message for your investors, what would it be?
We like to think that we understand the market. We like to think that we understand where things are moving, the e-commerce space, in terms of the needs of the local community. We want to help build the grocery supply chain in a community. So you can replicate. If you can start one in KL, as what we are trying to do now. If you can replicate that in all over in the region, I mean, that job is done. Even if you make money or not, I mean, that's your job done.
Where are you from?
I am a local boy from Ampang, actually.
And what's the most interesting job that you've had?
I've had a few.
You can give us a few interesting jobs.
I have opened a restaurant in Yangon, Myanmar, all by myself for a whole year without the help of anybody. So I was dealing with the local market people, the local contractors. I renovated a hotel lobby in Yangon. So it was interesting. It was not necessarily a fairly easy thing to do, but I made it. It's been 3 years.
What made you decide to do that?
Well, I am a restaurateur. There was an opportunity. So I said, what the heck? I'm young. I can still make mistake. If I make mistake, I can still bounce back. Which I think was one of the better decisions I've made all my life.
And what's it called? So if anyone goes there, they can visit.
It's called Rasa Rasa, of course, Malaysian. It's a fusion restaurant in downtown Yangon.